Good evening, everyone. I'm meteorologist Grace Thornton. We're going to go over some of the active weather that we have in our area for tonight as well as for tomorrow, and especially for our Thursday morning. So here is a look outside right now. You can see that we do have a lot of cloud cover in tow tonight, and temperatures are sitting, well, really where they should be in the 70s. Now we're going to drop down into the lower 70s as we head into the rest of the night. So 70 degrees is our low temperature that we're expecting overnight. And here's a look at our current radar. You can see things have definitely shied down a little bit from where they were earlier on Tuesday evening. And now we are looking at mostly dry conditions across the Austin area with a little bit of rain still lingering up towards Williamson County. Most of that precipitation, though, is up towards Waco for the evening. Now let's talk about tomorrow's forecast, because we definitely are going to see more rain as we head into the day tomorrow and into the evening for tomorrow. We may get some breaks of sunshine, so let's kind of take you through this hour by hour for your day tomorrow. So we're going to start off with some nice temperatures still in the lower 70s for those commuters tomorrow. So that's 1:30 a.m. on Wednesday. Let's move forward to 8:30 a.m. We're going to start off with some scattered showers and maybe some rumbles of thunder in the area, but it's going to really look exactly like how you started off your day on Monday as well as Tuesday. So Wednesday is going to be absolutely no different, at least to start the day. Let's move into a little bit later for the day. So you can see we'll get some breaks of sunshine in the afternoon. However, Thursday, as we kind of head towards midnight here, you will start to see that we have a large frontal boundary of moisture. Now, we're not really talking about a cold front just yet, because it's not really going to cool down our temperatures too much. We're going to start off Thursday again in the lower 70s. And as we kind of shift through the morning hours, a lot of that moisture is going to fall towards the west end, especially in the hill country. And then as we head kind of towards 9 a.m. and past 9 a.m., things will start to edge towards the I-35 corridor and dropping tons of rain as it does so. And then extending into the rest of Thursday, that will kind of just push eastward as we kind of trend toward those evening hours and late afternoon hours. Our high resolution models actually aren't quite there yet, or at least haven't loaded in those future hours just yet. So here's a look at what we can expect severe wise. Now, we do have a chance for some severe weather, but it's mostly going to be overnight Wednesday into Thursday. So we have our severe outlook pulled up for Wednesday. Now, that's mostly going to affect our western corridor, especially for the I-35 corridor. Let's take this full screen. So the I-35 corridor and westward out towards the hill country, there's your severe outlook. Now, this is just a marginal risk, level 1 out of 5. So the lowest you can have. However, there are some implications with that marginal risk that we want to look out for. So our wind outlook for Tuesday, winds and hail are going to be the main impacts that are going to be embedded within this event, and especially also that heavy rain. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. So Tuesday, you can expect some winds to be out there, anywhere from 30 mile per hour to 40 mile per hour winds possible. Also, small hail will, track back a little bit towards those stronger storms that start early on in the day on Thursday. I know this says Wednesday, but this accounts for Wednesday evening as well as early on Thursday morning. So just be aware of that. So there's our hail outlook, also in the lowest category possible. Also, we have a small tornado outlook that is in the very west. So Mason, Llano, as well as Gillespie County, you guys are added into that tornado outlook. However, it is a 2% risk. And so it's also going to be on the lowest category of severe weather. So not that you shouldn't be weather aware, but definitely this is going to be you guys have definitely seen this type of weather before. This is not really going to be anything super new for the Austin area. However, let's kind of look into a little bit later on into our forecast, because we are going to be seeing some big changes after we get through some of this rain through the rest of the week. So we've got that low pressure system off to the north and and west of us, that's going to continue to shift off to the north and east over the next couple of days. You can see Thursday, we are really getting far away from the center of that low pressure system. That's why we're not really talking about a cold front for this frontal boundary of moisture. We're really just talking about moisture here. We're not talking about cool temperatures, at least yet. So as we shift into Thursday, a lot of that moisture moving through the area for Thursday morning, and then we're gonna kind of let things go a little bit. That moisture is going to hide off to the east of us, and we're gonna get a little bit of a drier weekend in tow. However, there's stuff to be watching to the north and west of us, all the way up in Vancouver, and where we, usually call this area the polar vortex. This is going to be one break of the polar vortex that gives us our coolest and potentially coolest Halloween yet ever. So here's that low pressure system. It comes down from the Rockies. Say on Sunday, we could see some cooler temperatures on Sunday in the afternoon, and then Sunday evening we will definitely see those cool temperatures shift back into the Austin area. And you can tell by this low pressure system, there's even a couple spots of pink on the map, which means a mix of wintry precipitation. So areas of North Texas, I think Lubbock as well as Amarillo, you guys might be seeing some instances of wintry precipitation as we head through that next portion of our week. So be aware of that. Here's rainfall totals. Let's go over kind of the model comparisons, because earlier this week they weren't really in agreement with each other. However, as we're about 48 hours out from this next event, we are going to see chances for rain, start to agree with each other a little bit more in comparison to our two big models, the Euro model as well as the GFS, which is just the American model. So out there towards Mason County and Gillespie County, Llano County, you can see that a lot of these areas, that's where we're expecting the most rainfall. And I would say, regardless of the wind as well as the hail, we are definitely going to see some beneficial rain from this next event. So there's your Euro and your GFS. Widespread, I'm not sure if 3 to 4 inches widespread for the hill country is going to be completely accurate. So I would look over towards the GFS. I think 1 to 2, maybe 1 to 3 is a little bit more accurate for what we're going to see. And here's 7-day rainfall totals, which is kind of a mixed model blend. This one is. So you can see that towards the Austin area, we could be inching on maybe 2 inches in some places, as well as out there towards the hill country. The hill country definitely going to see the greatest amount of rainfall, probably upwards of 2 inches in some spots, at least the most westward spots. So Mason County as well as western Gillespie County and western Llano County, you guys really need to be watching out for the potential for maybe a little bit of flooding and ponding on the roads, because we have not seen this much rainfall in quite a long time. I just want to go over again that we've got that Arctic air mass moving into the region for our Halloween and for our Monday. So let's look at the 7-day forecast once again, and I'll pull myself up again. 7-day forecast once again, not really going to be changing too much, at least for now, temperature wise. We have pretty consistent temperatures well through the next 5 days or so. We won't be plummeting those temperatures until we get to Monday and Tuesday. So you don't really have to worry about temperatures too much over the next, last end of the work week as well as the weekend. Those are going to be pretty much staying the same. However, our rain chances are really kicking up Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Thursday, 80% chance of thunderstorms. So wherever you are in the Austin area, you've got a good likelihood that you are going to see some additional rain as you head through Thursday at least. By Friday and Saturday, 40% chances down to 20% chances on Saturday, as well as we'll include Sunday with that too. We should be drying out for that UT game at DKR Stadium, and then cooling off again for our Halloween. And we've got some numbers here for that Halloween forecast. This is what the coldest Halloween ever was. The highs were 58 degrees and the low was 30 degrees. Now this is an average, so put those two, that high and that low together, you get 44 degrees on average for for that day back in 1993. However, the coolest high temperature for Halloween ever was actually back in 1991 at 50 degrees. So we've seen very chilly temperatures on Halloween before, and we are probably going to see it again. Here is our forecast for right now. We believe, the storm team here at KVUE believes that we are going to be down into the 50s and potentially even lower than 57 for that high temperature on Halloween, which is going to be Tuesday night. And overnight temperatures will definitely be pretty chilly. Right now, models are kind of inching between the mid 40s out there. So if you've got kids going out to trick or treat, you definitely are going to want to be bundling up for this next holiday. We have covered pretty much everything as you can expect for the next 48 hours or so, as we are expecting that rain to continue to move on through. We'll have more updates coming later on at KVUE.com. If you want it all laid out for you, we've got an article over there to get you guys all in the know as to what to expect for our Wednesday and our Thursday and for the rest of the week.